Hello everyone, Terminator984 and welcome back to Roblox. We are playing Sail and Sink Simulator again, just completely 4 minutes after the update involving the rust and all that. Actually, let me see the better name for it. So this is the rust, steam, and pressure update. Let's go see what new stuff we have. So as you can see here, they changed up the... Well, Pokey changed up the engagement stuff here for like the progress and all that. Not only that, we also have some new stuff here. As you can tell, we have this, the Nomadic, which spawns here at, which of course spawns here at, Main Island. And of course, we have another ship, VS Firelight, which unlock like so. And we can, as you see here, we can customize it and all that. So let's deploy. Well, actually, hold on, we can also change it from the up-to-date to the classic. So let's first try it out right now. So, as you can tell, the ship. Sorry if I had a little bit of something in my throat earlier. So as you can see, there's some changes with this one, and we got a whole new paddle. Please tell me the paddle moves. The paddle does indeed move. That's cool. Now, as we speak, we have to probably find the wreck of the Nomadic, which... Actually, hold on a minute. Yeah, look, they changed... There's a new section here in settings. You also got game passes, of course, all that. Now, for the Nomadic, we need to find its wreck. And it appears we have one of two requirements. Gonna let you know, we might not be able to find the Nomadic in this video if we don't come across it. But yeah, also, we have... Now, this ship doesn't have control of it, but there's other ships. And look, there's the wreck of the Nomadic. But, I want to see if there's anything else that's been changed. So we're just gonna sink this. Also, as you can see, we have a new thing here called Harbor Authority. What I think has actually been in the game before. Actually, you know what? No, I got an idea. We'll be right back. Alright, so if you already know, I'm searching for the wreck of the Nomadic. I'm first looking in this field. I see something here. It might be a shadow, though. I believe it might be just a shadow. Oh, no, never mind. That's the wreck of the old tanker. I'll be right back once I find the wreck of the Nomadic. Alright, folks, at home, we currently have a possible, due to some stuff going on in the Pokey's Discord, involving the Nomadic, we possibly have confirmation of where the wreck currently lays, so we're gonna head there right now. We'll be right back. Alright, as you can tell, we're back, and I have been invaded by somebody.
Yes, hello.
So, yeah. Ignore what's going on in the background. We're gonna swim down.
Yeah, just ignore that.
We're now swimming down to the wreck of the Nomadic.
Why is the Nomadic a wreck anyways? Isn't she still afloat?
I don't know. I mean, in real life, yes, but I don't know why Pokey chose the decision to have her be a, you know, shipwreck. Whoa.
What?
I'm not the only one who heard that, right? It played a little chime when I found it. Alright, it says here, you have discovered
Uh,
the wreck of the SS Nomadic. Excellent
I
work,
don't want to look
Captain.
inside yet. I do not want to look inside yet. I'm sorry. I do not want to look inside yet.
This is an important step to bringing her back into her former glory. Actually, I don't think any of us may be able to go inside the wreck.
Come to Main Island.
Yeah, hang on, we'll be right back. So, good news, we have the Nomadic now, which means...
Well, actually, no. I have the Nomadic. He doesn't. But he has found it. He just hasn't bought it,
Yep, so we're going to actually explore the Nomadic.
which I'm excited. Oh, that's cool.
That's awesome! That's
Oh my god,
awesome!
look at this
Look
interior.
at
It's so
this!
good.
Look how the detail is! Whoop, I can't go in there, Fluffy. I am not a
Why?
lady. Ah, well, who's gonna know? Ladies Lavy.
Gentles Levy. Ooh.
Hmm. Whoops. Oh, look, we got... Oh, look!
Oh,
That's
you're
awesome!
spoiling us. Jeez.
Pokey! What have you been doing? Good lord! More
There's more
boarding
gang
doors.
doors over here.
More more lavatories. I want to go up topside. Alright, so this is the entrance to this part here, which we also follow leads us here. Now, we can see a French flag here on the Nomadic, along with where she was, of course, had a port of registry.
I actually really want to find out what the whistle is.
Right. Alright, I'm going into engineers, and it's just a bedroom. Here's the entrance to another area, which leads us to an office, which we can send an SOS at. Here's the captain's area, though rather small. It's, well, to be fair, this is a little tender. Alright, Fluffy, blow the horn.
I don't
Or
think it has a
whistle.
whistle.
Does it not have one?
I don't think so. Oh, never mind, it does.
Yeah, it does. Oh, Boris, another thing you'll probably know about this is this. I could turn the ship, and it will also turn my head.
Nice. Also, you guys know that that's actually Nomadic's real whistle.
Up, we have some little crew area here, and a little hatch which has more life vests, well, life jackets. Now, there are some more stuff we are going to show later on. So we're first going to do a little bit of something with the Nomadic. The first thing we're actually going to do is, well, probably sink it.
Yes.
Oh, we have to remove the... Oh, Fluffy, guess what I just learned?
What?
We have to remove the covers of the lifeboats.
Oh, that's cool. Too bad we're not gonna need them.
Ah, well, actually, I want to see how they work.
Uh-oh, silly me. I ran into a rock.
Alright, Fluffy, stop the ship.
Okay,
Alright,
let's see how these lifeboats work, though.
alright, so we can remove the cover off of them. Swing them out.
And then we can swing them out.
And then we can lower them.
Yep.
And we also have to cut the lines.
Yeah, we can also cut the lines, but who cares about that?
I'm gonna go below deck to see how the flooding is doing. Alright, so the water is already taken up the area around here.
Yep, it is.
My thoughts exactly. So as you can see here, we are currently tilting to one side.
Yep.
Now, in real life, of course you probably already know, in real life, the Nomadic didn't sink. It actually, at some point during its life, it did end up becoming a restaurant, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
in Paris, I think.
Yeah, and then later on it was going to be, I think, scrapped. Then it was saved and got returned to its White Star Line glory as the Nomadic. Now, she did have a sister ship, if I'm not
The
mistaken.
traffic.
Yep, which, if I'm not mistaken, did sink in, or possibly got, well, I could be wrong actually, it might have sunk or it might have been scrapped.
I think he made a little oopsie because I can't blow the horn. I mean whistle, sorry.
Well, hold on. So, as we currently could see, the Nomadic is going down. Oh yeah, it even has little propellers back there. Though granted, knowing Pokey, the propellers are most likely for like a show kind of thing, and there's like a motor somewhere around the lower hull here. And there goes the, you know, there goes the,
Nomadic.
Nomadic. I was having a brain fart. Or a blanche moment there. Is the ship trying to roll over?
I don't know.
Oh well, it's doing its final plunge. And there it goes! Kind of, it's slowly sinking. Now it's gone under. So we'll be back at Main Island to show off more stuff.
Oh, what the hell?
Alright, what?
What is the Nomadic doing?
I'm not sure. So anyways, uh if you have if any of the ships are modified in this game, so if you go over here and try to deploy the ship, well, it would have popped up a little menu saying that the ship's been modified. But as you can tell, there's all this. Of course, I think this interior stuff only uh, concerns the up to date. I don't think it does the classic. Odd, I can't seem to spawn it. Oh well, then again, it is a new update, so there tends to be bugs every now and then. So, let me see if I can actually go spawn the Botanic. Or Botania. Oh yeah, here. So this is what I was telling y'all about, the menu and all that. The modified ship tells you it's been customized, it may not work, behave normally, some features like falling funnels or quests may not work. So I'm going to use the Britannia to show y'all something that had been added to these ships. So if I go down here, we can see this, which closes these. And that's cool. Even the gear actually turns when you close the watertight doors. Now, of course, I may be trapped in here, but I actually just somehow open these through the wall.
Also, a little bit known fact, Titanic also has watertight doors. Well, Titania.
Yes, and Pokey has said that various ships, at least certain ones, have watertight doors. But instead of sinking this ship here, actually, I'm going to check to see if there's been other changes made to it. Now, there is something of a safety valve, which I don't know exactly how to operate.
Yeah, there's supposed to be a safety valve somewhere. I don't even know where it is.
So, I don't think it's on these ships per se. Could be on different ones. So, first I'm gonna...
I probably suggest that it is on these ships because they have a boiler room.
Okay, yeah, I'm not sure what a safety valve is. So, we'll be right back with another ship to test out the watertight doors. Alright, we're back, so we're going to be doing two things, actually. So you probably just heard, Fluffy just opened and closed the safety valves. So we're actually going to close both safety valves. And we're also going to close the watertight doors.
Yeah, great job, Terminator. You locked me in here.
Now, Fluffy, you're gonna have to sit down somewhere. I say you sit up somewhere in the bridge so we can, you know, see how well this is done. Or at least see how well it does. Alright, you ready?
Yep.
Alright, let's go out. Now, as you already know, we have the, we're gonna actually... Holy crap! Okay, the photo's at 104%. And the ship is going 31. Now, I don't know exactly if there's some kind of thing that tells you, how long it will be. One thing I am going to say is that one compartment in front of us does not have a watertight door. So we're going to breach one of the compartments in the back, in the aft of the ship. So let's just sail by the rock and let it scrape against the back end of the ship. And look at me, I'm just standing here. Whoa. So as you can tell, we have our boilers. Currently, we have... The boiler room is... I think... Alright, so I'm gonna say this right now, but we are... As you can tell, Fluffy is sending out a SOS, which probably should change the audio for that to be more accurate. Like, have it be the old, wireless sound instead of like the, instead of that. So I'm gonna actually, oh, there's water down here. So I'm gonna be right back. I'm actually gonna open this. Actually, no, no. I'm gonna keep the watertight door closed. we're gonna be sinking with the watertight doors closed, because I don't think they're actually doing much of anything. But I also think we are not gonna sink fully, Fluffy.
I see.
Mostly because we're on a rock. I hear some noises from the boiler down there. Unless that's the ship itself making the noises. Whoa! Holy crap!
The boiler's exploded.
Yeah, okay. So it just also said a warning. It said, oh no, one of your boilers just exploded. Did you forget to open the safety valve? Keeping the valve sealed builds pressure for a small speed. But if it gets too high, the boiler may explode. So yeah.
Yay.
Well, that's the price you gotta pay if you do, you know, a whole boost. And as you can tell, the watertight doors are not going to be able to save us here. But luckily, where the ship is currently sitting may save it. Granted, we are sitting on a very shallow... We're not really sitting on shallow rocks. We're just, you know... We are not... I don't think some of us might sit above water. Who knows?
Also, I have a lot of things to do. By the way, what I have to do is that I have to do a ton of tasks.
Yeah, so do I.
Now that I'm down to 6K.
I'm down to 142 because I bought the Nomadic. Now, alright, the ship is doing its final plunge now, so actually we'll be right back once it fully sinks. Alright, we're back, so as you can see the ship has gone down as much as it could, so we're gonna turn on, this and that. I don't know exactly what the rust stuff does, we may have to find out with a different ship. And, well, I don't think the rust is affecting ships that sit like this. Alright, we're back, so we are now going to see what the rust does for the ship. Or at least for this, tugboat. What in the world? I think some part of the tugboat got flung there. Now, we are currently going to be doing the following. I'm gonna watch this thing sink. Actually, no, we're not gonna watch it sink. We'll actually just see what it kind of does during final plunge, maybe. Then again, this is a small tugboat, so it will probably not really take much for it to sink. So yeah, we're currently going to watch this thing go down and see how it currently looks. And it's doing its final plunge. Oh, so there's parts rusting there, and looks like they don't despawn almost automatically from what I'm seeing. But yeah, we're gonna watch it with this ship actually. So as you can already also see, Fluffy just left with the Titania. So we're just of course watching this thing sink. It's also part of one of the things I have to do here. The sink, tug, utility, or rescue vessels with the and all that. A little bit of lag spike just happened there, but oh well. So the vessel is currently making its way down to the bottom. Right, and the vessel has now hit the seabed. So I have yet to see any rust on here yet. Oh, never mind, there's a rust. So the rust doesn't happen immediately. It happens... Okay, now the pulsing is rusted. So it's going to slowly, or at a certain speed, decompose. Speaking of which, it's just doing that right now, actually. There goes the shelves. And the bridge, and that. So now this is all that's left. Okay, well, there goes the ship. Well, at least the tugboat. Alright, I tell you what. This is quite the update. Didn't expect for Pokey to put in a lot of work for the stuff. I thought there was gonna be like a whole much different kind of thing for certain things. But I gotta admit, this update is great. And I do love it, of course, for the nomadic and all that. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. And I hope you have a good day or night. Depends on when you're watching this. See you next time.
Bye
Bye.
bye.